the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got it. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
Fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, son. Hey, 551.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here we go, son. Out.
They will run it over center with Hall. He'll push ahead to the 21. Jamin Davis there to make the play.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Flush to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking it down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
In motion goes Cooks. third down. They'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's 1st and 10. I'll give on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
31. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This will be a 48-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. You got what? Green 19, green 19. All right.
Now Fields. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here we go, Scott. All right.
They give to Hall. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 331, 331. Go. Go.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and
8. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Steelers with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2 as they begin with 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Jets will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away.
8. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's Jake J.K. Scott now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, son. Right.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. Hey, Cam. Blue 58, blue 58, cut. Right.
Back to throw is Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. And the Jets have a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Quickly out to Smith.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
The handoff. Here comes Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Jets 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Right.
They go play action with Fields. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. 1st catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
Here we go, son. Go.
A 1st down throw for Fields. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 50 for him on the season.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Both Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jakorian Bennett.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field. So,
go. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's home.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Second and 10.
Easy. 319, good shot.
Fields taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will score. Arian Smith, touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point is good. And the Jets move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They put Wilson in motion. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Blown back in the backfield.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, son. Green 19, just attack. Hey, can. Right.
To throw is Fields. That is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So, a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He'll drop to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 90 yards. Touchdown, New York.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The PAT, up and good. And the Jets extend to a 24-3 lead. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. coverage, very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this up past the 40, up to the 5.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is Will McDonald getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Taken at the 19. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
To throw is Fields. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Inside the 10. And one effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Jets. The extra point. Up and good. And the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Steelers 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Makes the score Jets 31. Steelers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, never mind. Monday. 331.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Finding space at the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
44-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give them a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
Second down, it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Fields now to throw on first down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Here we go, son.
Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal.
Here we go, son.
Off the play action, here's Fields. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, I can promise you one thing. That's certainly not how that play was drawn up. I thought he did a nice job initially buying about as much time as he could, but realized there was nothing downfield developing, and he had to throw it short and didn't get anything positive.
Don't jump. Ready? Out. Delta. Sit high.
Throwing here on third and goal. This caught.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is fourth and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Fields to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on fourth down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Metcalf left side. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw. Taken in. He is knocked down hard. Wow, I stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
49-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now, faking the give. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Here we go, set.
They'll go. It's Swift, and he's going to have the Steelers first down. They wind up getting 4 on that 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew it was coming and still.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Jets 38, Steelers 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Here we go. Go.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go. All right.
Another run here with Hall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. And the Jets have a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
Here we go. Green 19, tonight.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Here we go.
A give. Here's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third and long.
Here we go. 551, 12. Right.
Now it's a bootleg with Fields. He's got it at the 7, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run, it's Hall. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York.
The kicker on
mistake about it. He may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Stephanie! Liking 18!
Steelers was in there and brought it in. He did. So it stays with Pittsburgh.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And he'll be taken down. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Steelers 24.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents.